welcome back to your own channel Chemistry Simplified. We are back with another topic of class 11 basic concepts of chemistry, and in this video we are going to discuss about the difference between molecular formula and empirical formula. So let's get started. First of all, we will discuss what do we understand by a molecular formula and what is an empirical formula. So if I write C₆H₁₂O₆, what is this molecule called? It is molecule of glucose. So what information are we getting from this particular molecular formula? Now what it is telling us that it contains 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen and 6 atoms of oxygen. Okay? So molecular formula basically tells us about the actual number of atoms present in the molecule of a compound. मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला हमें क्या बताती है? मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला हमें एक्चुअल नंबर ऑफ एटम्स बताती है किसी भी मॉलिक्यूल के अंदर. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल C₆H₁₂O₆, जिसके अंदर 6 कार्बन एटम है, 12 हाइड्रोजन एटम है एंड 6 ऑक्सीजन एटम. Likewise, if I write CH4, that is methane. So methane has 1 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atom. Okay, if this is molecular formula, then what is empirical formula? Empirical formula basically tells us about the simple whole number ratio of it tells us about the simple whole number ratio of the atoms present in the molecule. Present in the molecule. For example, if I say C₆H₁₂O₆, this is the molecular formula of glucose. So what will be the empirical formula? To simplify it, we know we can write this in the simplest whole number ratio, that is CH2O. Okay, another example which we can see is if we have C₆H₁. If this is the molecular formula, we can write its empirical formula as CH2 and so on. Okay, so this is empirical formula and this is molecular formula. What is the difference between empirical formula and molecular formula? Empirical formula tells us about the simple whole number ratio of atom, whereas molecular formula tells us about the actual number of atoms present in the molecule. Okay, then what is the relation between the molecular formula and the empirical formula? You can note down. Then we will do a numerical. If you want to define, so basically molecular formula is a whole number. Molecular formula is a whole number multiple of the empirical formula and can be written as molecular formula is equal to n into empirical formula, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, and from here if I have to calculate the value of n, then n will be equal to molecular formula upon empirical formula. Or we can write it as molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. Okay, so this is the relation. Now we will do one question based on the empirical formula. Okay, how to calculate the empirical formula. So here we have a question A substance on analysis gave the following percentage composition. Okay, so in order to solve this type of question, what we are going to do, I am going to simplify it. First of all, let us see what are the elements present here. Element, percentage composition, atomic mass. Then we will find the relative number of moles. Then we will calculate the simple ratio of moles, and then we will calculate the simplest whole number ratio. Okay, so what are the elements given to us? Sodium, which is having 43.4%, atomic mass is 23. Then we have carbon, which is 11.3%, atomic mass is 12, and oxygen, which is 45.3%, that is having atomic mass 16. Okay, now in order to find the relative number of moles, if we talk about this in terms of mass, so it will be, for first step is to divide the percentage, divide it by the atomic mass. So it will be 43.4 divided by 23. Okay, then this will be 11.3 divided by 12, and this is 45.3 divided by 16. So 43.4, 23, it is just double, so it will be somewhat around 1.88. In 113 upon 12, so I think it will be around, if you saw 12 nines are 108, it will be around 0.94, and this is 16, so it will be something around 16 for 16. If you calculate, it will be around, it will come to be 2.83. Okay, now after this, what we have to do, after solving, what we are getting, 1.88, this number was 0.94 and 2.83. Now in the next step, what we have to do is, we have to find the simplest ratio of moles. How we will do it? We will divide all the moles of all the elements by the smallest number. So here what we have, 188. This is 0.94, which is the smallest, so divided by 0.94. This one also 0.94 divided by 0.94, and this will be 2.83 divided by 0.94. So on dividing, you will get a value, will be, this will be just double 94 into 2, that is, if you divide, you will get 0.94 into 2 is 1.88. This will be 1, and again 0.94, this will come out to be around 3. Now here we can see the simplest, because it is already present in simple whole number ratio, so we can simply write 2, 1 and 3. So on the basis of this, what empirical formula we are getting? The empirical formula for the given reaction, for the given data is Na2CO3, that is sodium carbonate. Okay, let me repeat one more time. सबसे पहले अगर आपको एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला कैलकुलेट करना है, तो हमारे पास डेटा गिवन है. यू आर फर्स्ट, पहले आप एलिमेंट्स लिखेंगे, उसका परसेंटेज कंपोजिशन लिखेंगे, एटॉमिक मास लिखेंगे, एंड सबसे पहले हम इसका रिलेटिव नंबर ऑफ मोल्स कैलकुलेट करेंगे बाय डिवाइडिंग द परसेंटेज ऑफ ईच एलिमेंट विद देयर एटॉमिक मासेस, एंड देन वी विल सिंप्लीफाई द रेशियो ऑफ मोल्स. ऐसा करने के लिए क्या करना है हमें, जो भी वैल्यू सबसे छोटी है उससे हम सभी को डिवाइड करेंगे, एंड विल गेट अ सिंपल होल नंबर रेशियो, सिंपलेस्ट रेशियो. और अगर ये सिंपल रेशियो अगर बिल्कुल, if you are getting higher numbers, then we can further simplify it into whole number ratio, and we will get this empirical formula. So this is a question of empirical formula. Okay, I hope with this it is clear. Now you can try to do one question. So homework question, you have the given mass, a compound has the following composition. I will write the composition and you are going to solve the question. So question says it has magnesium, sulfur. Magnesium is 9.76%. Sulfur is equal to 13.01%. Then we have oxygen, which is 26.01%, and we have hydration, that is water molecule, 51.22%. So you can try to solve this question by yourself, or let me do one more question and then you can practice more questions by yourself. So सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे? We will write all the elements which is given. Magnesium, it is 9.76. Atomic mass of magnesium is 24. Then we have sulfur, 13.01. Atomic mass is 32. Then we have oxygen, 26.01. Atomic mass is 60. ठीक है? अब next step में क्या करेंगे? Percentage of the element को atomic mass से divide करेंगे, which is 9.76 divided by 24. This will be 13.01 divided by your 32, and then 26.01 divided by 16, and we have water molecule. यहाँ पे water molecule है, तो water molecule molar mass क्या होता है? 18. So we will divide it by 18. So that is 51.22 upon 18. Okay. So around the value that you will be getting is you will get, this is 0.406. This will also come out to be 0.406. Again, this is 1.625, and here you will get 2.846. Okay. Then the next step, सबसे पहला step क्या है? Percentage of element को atomic mass से divide करके आप उसका relative number of moles calculate करेंगे. After moles calculate करने के बाद हम उसको smallest simplest ratio में convert करेंगे. That is 0.406 is the smallest, divided by 0.406. 0.406 divided by 0.406, then 1.625 divided by 0.406, and 2.846 divided by 0.406. So this will both will come out to be 1. This is 4, and it after calculation will come to be 7. So again it is in the simple ratio 1, 1, 4 and 7. So with this, what empirical formula we will get? The empirical formula will be MgSO4.7H2O, that is 7 hydrogen molecules. Okay, so this is a very easy method to solve calculation of empirical formula. Okay, there are many more type of questions. So if you will try more and more questions from your NCERT, you will get a better concept. And if you have any doubts, you are always welcome to comment and tell me what videos you want for explanation. Okay, I hope this video is easier for you to understand. If you have any problem in understanding molecular formula, then I will make another video on molecular formula and how to calculate the molecular mass. Okay, till then I hope you have liked my video. If you understand, please like, share and subscribe. Till then, goodbye.